A new chapter now officially beginning in American history. We're continuing our coverage of Inauguration Day here on Local 5, where President Donald Trump is back once again in the Oval Office as the 47th President of the United States. Today, a busy day at the Capitol where the swearing-in process and most inauguration events were held due to that cold weather. Trump today took his oath of office, becoming only the second president in U.S. history to serve two non-consecutive terms. Former President Joe Biden welcomed Trump at the White House. Later during the inaugural ceremony, the now 47th president started with an overarching campaign-like promise, saying a golden age of America now begins.
The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons.
And tonight we're also getting new reactions from some of Iowa's elected officials and political leaders sharing their thoughts on Trump taking office once again. Representative Zach Nunn in a statement says President Trump's address demonstrates his commitment to tackling what he says are many crises impacting the U.S. Representative Randy Feenstra from Iowa's 4th District also in a statement says Trump will work to secure the border, cut taxes for families, and stand with farmers and producers. Feenstra also says he's looking forward to working with President Trump and Congress to pass the Farm Bill, among other policy goals. We also have an official statement from Iowa Democratic Chair Rita Hart. She says while inauguration days are an opportunity to inspire the country and unify the American people, President Trump's speech did not do that. But the party does celebrate the peaceful transfer of power. Tonight, we're also getting a little bit of a better sense of what executive orders and policy decisions the Trump White House could immediately make. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington to break down the day one moves Trump teased during his inaugural address.
Today, newly elected President Donald Trump wasting no time, spending his first day in office moving forward on a list of executive actions.
With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Trump declaring a national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico border.
And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
The president saying the process will begin to send anyone in the country illegally back to their country of origin. An internal briefing from the Department of Homeland Security states that monthly migrant encounters at the border fell in 2024 to levels not seen since 2021. Trump also declaring a national energy emergency to increase American energy exports, rolling back limits on offshore drilling and natural gas drilling.
We will be a rich nation again, and it is that liquid gold under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal
and repealing the Biden administration's rules on electric vehicles. The Trump administration also outlining executive orders stating the U.S. government will only recognize a person's gender assigned at birth, prohibiting federal funds from being used in programs that acknowledge people who identify as transgender.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
And on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Trump saying he will eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in the federal government.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Well, during his address, Trump also mentioned he would take executive action to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America and rename Alaska's Mount Denali to Mount McKinley.